I'm 29, married with one daughter. I'm building my own business and have big goals. The problem is my wife doesn't really support what I'm trying to do. How do you keep moving forward without losing your marriage?
Men are inherently risk takers, and then women are risk averse. And so because of that fact, what he needs to understand is, first of all,
all right, Bedros, I'm 29, married with one daughter. I'm building my own business and have big goals. I want to create more freedom for my family and build something that lasts. The problem is my wife doesn't really support what I'm trying to do. She thinks I work too much, that I'm too focused on business, and she'd rather I just get a normal job with steady hours. She worries constantly and sometimes makes me feel selfish for chasing my dream. How do you keep moving forward without losing your marriage?
well, so I understand this guy's position, and he needs to understand that men are inherently risk takers. We're risk takers, and we want to go out and conquer and see what's behind that hill. And if we can get there, and maybe there's a better way to live out there on that side of the hill. And then women are risk averse. They're like, hey, we're fine right here. We don't need to know what's on the other side of the hill. We have everything we need here. Like, just play it safe, right? This is why, by the way, statistically speaking, even though men are better drivers, more men die of car accidents, like in car accidents, than women, because we just take more risks. We're like, well, that was almost green, even though it was like bright red, right? Whereas a woman will stop when it's a yellow, right? And so because of that fact, what he needs to understand is, first of all, and also women we all want to feel understood. If he can sit her down and like, baby girl, I understand why you're worried. You are worried that this might take way too much time for the rest of our lives from me. And you're probably worried that I might bet the farm on it and lose it, and we end up homeless or living with your parents or my parents or whatever. Or acknowledge her fears, make her feel understood, and then he would say, but baby, I've had this dream, and I know that if I can invest this much time over and this much money, that I can get us there, and then I would have employees who would do the majority of the work. That's the whole idea of making money in a business, is you use that money to buy back your time by hiring employees. The employees do the work, you compensate them for it, and you become the visionary, and you actually have better hours than you would if you had a job working somewhere. But he hasn't probably communicated any of that. Instead, he gets frustrated, which I get it. It's because what we hear as men is, I don't believe in you. What he's hearing right now is, I don't believe in you, I don't think you can do it, and you're going to risk our marriage, our family, our life, our way of life. And so if we can acknowledge her fears, if we can make her feel understood, and then we can say, how do you feel about this kind of timeline? If I went all in, if I did 80-hour weeks for the first year, but then did it in a way where every day was productive, every day we're making money, every day I'm working towards buying back my time, so that after a year, and after investing this much money, I've got my time back. And if I don't, I sucked at it. Well, we know how long it took, and we know how much money we're willing to lose. I will cut that loss, and I will go and get a career. Guys, quick interruption to the Bedros Keuilian Show. I want to tell you about the Man Up bundle that I have for you for $29, and 100% of it goes to Shriners Children's Hospital, where we're going to do a lot of good, and you're going to build an awesome business and have a great life because of it. You not only get the digital version of my international best-selling book, Man Up, you also get the audiobook version of it and 2 very exclusive masterclass recordings that I did just earlier this month that is focused specifically on scaling your business and having breakthroughs. Scale Strategies Masterclass is all about how to scale your business in marketing, sales, systems, automation, and leadership. And the Breakthrough Blueprint Masterclass is all about breaking through your limiting beliefs, breaking through uncertainties, and breaking through to get to the next level of happiness and success in business and in life. Best of all, you get all of this for $29 because you watch and listen to the Bedros Keuilian Show. And I'm donating 100% of that money to Shriners Children's Hospital, where they do a lot of good and give a lot of surgeries and medical services to kids whose families can't afford that. So go to manuptribe.com and get the Bedros Keuilian Man Up bundle before it all sells out. Peace. Now you're exactly what you should be as a married couple, a team. A team who understands expectations, understands thoughts and feelings. Hopefully she understands your need and desire to hunt and take risks and go out and conquer. And then you understand her need to protect the nest and not lose it all and be there for us because you chose me and you chose these babies, and now I want you to be here. When we feel understood, when there's clear communication and expectations and timelines and budgets, she'll get on board with it.
Yeah.
Especially if he explains it in a calm, cool, caring way.
Right.
When we're frustrated and when we hear, I don't think you're going to make it and you're going to screw all this up, then we end up seeing red and it ends up into an argument. So hopefully that's what he needs to do. Now, if he does that and she's like, guess what, dude? I'm still not on board with this. Then he needs to make a decision. Do I go and find a career and then do this as a side job? And then when it starts making me enough money as a side, Friday nights, weekends, then I can quit my career and go all in on this because now she'll have faith that I can pull this off. Or you might have to say, she's not the one for me. But considering you've got a child, considering it's not like it's infidelity, it's a disagreement on how we're making money, you would have been better off having that conversation before marriage. But now I feel like you ought to be a good dad and a good spouse and then figure it out if she's not on board with it.
Right. What about if the spouse is, she just doesn't have the same vision as you? Like you want the mansion on the hill and you want to live a certain lifestyle. And she's like, dude, I don't care about that. That's not, that doesn't do anything for me, right? Because if she's not into it, even just from a visions perspective, she's going to resent you every day that you're gone because she don't even want that lifestyle anyway.
Right.
So what do you do then? If that's not a situation, you didn't say that, but
yeah. Well, for this guy's situation, he would need to sit down and be like, hey, listen, I realize we probably didn't talk about my desire to be an entrepreneur when we were still dating. Because as an entrepreneur, there's risk involved and there's commitment of time involved that's unlike anything else. So there's probably some other stuff that we haven't talked about. What kind of lifestyle do we want? Where do we want to live? What kind of home do we want? What level of security do we want? How many kids do we want? What is the faith that we want our family to be raised in, right? How connected do we want to be to your family and that family? Like there is a such thing as over-connected. Like you're there every 4th of July, every Thanksgiving, every Christmas, every birthday. And it's like, gee whiz, like can we have some time to ourselves, right? And so all those things, sounds like he's newly married. He's got a new baby. Talk about all those things now and come to a compromise because you're married and you already have a kid. Come to a compromise. The better message is for all the people out there that are still single. Guys and gals, you're single and you're like, oh man, I want to be an entrepreneur. I want 5 kids. I want a big mansion on the hill and I want to live in Miami and in Southern California. Cool. Can you communicate that with your honey? While you're still dating? Can you let her know what faith that you want to raise your kids in? Can you let her know what kind of expectations you have for her? Because if you expect all these things from her and you communicate that with her and then you go, hey baby, what do you expect of me? In faith, in number of kids, in being present, in the kind of home, entrepreneurship or a career. Now we're on the same page or we're not. Now it's cool to, hey, you go your own way. I like you, God's will. Go do it. You ain't for me. I'm going to go do my own thing and find someone that'll support my dreams. And hopefully you'll find someone that supports your dreams. You're better off having that conversation. But I get it. Like she smells good and you want to get all up in that. So you forget those conversations. And then before you know it, you're like, hey, we're engaged. And then we set a date for marriage. And then I literally know a couple. I know a couple who they're in their 40s. They've been married now, I think just over 11 or 12 years. And about 5 years ago, the conversation of having a kid came up and he wants one and she doesn't.
Oh man.
Yeah. He wants one and she doesn't. And now they're always arguing. They're always on different pages. I hear every now and again, like, we're going to divorce. And then I hear like, no, we're not. All because it wasn't something they talked about ahead of time. So those are all things, the quality of life, number of children, the faith you want to be brought up in. How much work are we going to do? What are we willing to sacrifice in terms of risk? And if we have that conversations pre-marriage, you might actually have a better marriage and we probably wouldn't have a 54% divorce rate.